Dashi Dele, hi, my name is Kiki. Welcome to my channel Himalayan Dumplings, where I share Tibetan recipes both old and new. The recipe I'm going to share with you today is for a very popular street food that we call Laphing in Tibetan. There are many varieties to make this very delicious summer street food, but in this recipe video I'm going to show you a very easy way to make it with tips and tricks to perfect your laughing at home. But before I get started though, if you're new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe to it if you are interested in Tibetan cuisine and culture. Thank you so much for watching and you take care. Tuchena. Traditional Tibetan recipe for laughing requires only one ingredient, which is the starch. In this case, I've used mung bean starch because it's very easy to find at the Asian markets here, especially the Korean shops. So now we're going to mix water to the mung bean. Pay close attention to the amount of water we are adding in the description box, because the ratio between the water and the mung bean is going to make all the difference in making the perfect texture of laughing that's not too dense or doesn't break easily. So we keep stirring until it's running like this. Meantime, I have water on the stove. You see it's not completely boiling, but it's on the verge of, you see little bubbles. That's the stage that you want to add your starch liquid to. You pour it in and you keep stirring. And you're going to keep stirring for the next few minutes for a couple of reasons. One, you want the mixture to be really well combined. You also don't want lumps to form. You want your laughing to be smooth, right? So that's why we keep mixing the ingredients. You also don't want it to burn and stick to the bottom. That's another reason why we will keep stirring. And it'll actually firm up very quickly. It'll only take you a few minutes. See against the light? You want it translucent like that. That's when you know it's ready to be poured out into the container. And you'll set it for hour 45 to 2 hours. 2 hours is plenty to make your laughing. It'll firm up very quickly. Here are the ingredients for the sauce, starting out with garlic water, hot sauce, or sepen as we call it in Tibetan, vinegar that will add some tartness to the spicy sauce, and some chili oil, and cilantro to garnish. This is how I made the garlic water, by the way. You simply soak the garlic cloves in water for a few days and it becomes so flavorful. Now, as far as the sauce is concerned for laughing, there is no cooking involved. We are just mixing all the ingredients together in a bowl. Just pour it all out in the bowl. As far as how much hot sauce you add, it's totally your personal preference. I'm adding very little because my sepen is very hot. Yeah, so see, 2 hours later, this is how your mung bean will, your laughing will look. It's all firmed up and nice. Look at that, jiggly, nice and jiggly. You put a plate over it, flip it over, and that's all you need to do to get your laughing to slip out of the bowl. See, it's perfect. That's why water to mung bean ratio and the heat is key in making the perfect texture. See, it looks like a laughing birthday cake, right? That's how I should have my birthday cakes in future. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, those green specks you see, they're green onions I added to the mung bean initially when I mixed it with water in the cup. You don't have to do that, it's optional. It doesn't add any flavor to your laughing. It's simply for the visuals. I think it looks so pretty to see the green onions hanging in the translucent backdrop of laughing. That's why I added it, see? So anyway, now you slice up your laughing and you cut it in whatever shape works best for you. I am trying to cut it into thinner slices simply because laughing, because of how it's made, does not soak up the sauces well. So that's why I, for one, add salt, a pinch of salt to my laughing when I was cooking it earlier. And two, I tried to cut into thin slices. So it just feels like a better balance of the cold, chewy noodle in my mouth and the sauces. And that's another way you can cut up your laphing, cut it diagonally. And if you should find that your laphing is sticking to your knife, you simply wet it like I just did, and you will be able to slice your laphing right, see, like slicing into butter. We're very close to being done. It's a very simple recipe. Now we'll top it off with the sauce that we made earlier. You add how much ever sauce you want to, and then you top it off with some chili oil. By the way, I am using my sepen recipe, or sepen, the recipe for which I have shared in my YouTube channel. Garnish it with some cilantro because I love cilantro, but you can garnish it with green onions if you prefer. I just love cilantro, that's why. So I'm making 2 bowls and our laphing is pretty much done and my mouth is watering. But anyway, yeah, so here is the famous Tibetan laphing that's become very popular in the street food scenes of Nepal and India as well, where the Tibetan refugee settlement's huge. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the recipe, the laphing recipe video. If you have any questions or thoughts, I'd love to hear your feedback in the comment section below. Stay tuned for an easy yellow laphing recipe, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more Tibetan recipes and snippets of Tibetan culture. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Cheers.